I want the record to reflect. I am the mayor of the city of Philadelphia, but Tiffany Thurman is not just my chief of staff. She is the chief air traffic controller for me as mayor of the city of Philadelphia. Nothing moves in this city without her. I don't make a decision without her. Yes, we fight all the time, but I want her role to be clear that Tiffany Thurman is my chief of staff here in the city of Philadelphia. And I don't ever want you to think that she gets tired, because she has some colleagues, part of her supporting team, who in their own right are helping to keep this administration strong and making sure that I am walking on solid ground. And I couldn't do it without them. And that's Chief Deputy Mayor Vanessa Garrett Harley and Sincere Harris. Give them both a round of applause. I love all three of you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me just start by saying hello, everyone. I am so grateful to be here with all of you for our second annual State of the City in the Parker administration. Yes. To senior leaders in our Parker administration, you heard me mention the chief and our deputy mayors, but I also want to acknowledge every cabinet member and senior official here today. I get an opportunity to say thank you for your service. Please give our cabinet a round of applause. To our city employees, external stakeholders, the business leaders, and a special word to our host, Temple University, and President John Fry. Thank you for all you do for our city. To all of the elected officials who are present at the city, state, and federal levels, I want to say welcome to each of you. Give all of our elected officials a round of applause. Y'all hear me talking about that intergovernmental cooperation, and it doesn't happen without us working with local, state, and federal government together. I also see that our district attorney, Larry Krasner, is here. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you, DA Krasner. And I'm going to ask our colleagues who are present from the City Council of Philadelphia, Council members Nina Ahmad, Cindy Bass, Jamie Gaultier, Nick O'Rourke, Rue Landau, Anthony Phillips, Mark Squilla, Jeff Young, and Kendra Brooks. Thank you. If you're here, stand up. If your staffs are here, stand up. Thank you for your service to Philadelphia and for all of our residents. I appreciate you. Now listen, for a group that I hold dear to my heart, I learned some of the greatest lessons I've ever acquired from them. That is our strong legislative delegation in Harrisburg. I want to thank our Senate and House Appropriations Chairmen, Vincent Hughes and Jordan Harris, and also State Senator Sharif Street for joining us here today. But I also, and this is important to me, you know we have a Republican state senator here in the city of Philadelphia. And if there was ever a time when we needed to have somebody in that caucus room, the time is now. Thank you, Senator Picozzi. Give him a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. To all of our friends in organized labor, our municipal unions, AFSCME District Council 33, District Council 47, FOP Lodge 5, and Local 22 of the International Firefighters Union. And listen, everybody's shocked. Well, when Sincere taught me, because I had never heard this, even when I was a council member, I didn't know this. The steel workers, yes, the steel workers, represent City of Philadelphia employees. And of course, to all of our friends, my brother Ryan Boyer, other members of the building trades are here today, love you, and to the AFL-CIO. Thank you all for what you do, for your rank and file, for the people who move our city forward on a daily basis, and for your willingness to engage every day with the Parker administration. Listen, I'm unapologetic about being a pro-labor, pro-union, and pro-worker mayor, and I am not shy about affirming that. Please give Labor a huge round of applause. President Fry, Joe Grace made me give this confession. When I first heard the news that John Fry was leaving Drexel University, I almost put on a stalker uniform because I was going to find out where he was. And when we found out that he was coming here to our Temple University, we were so grateful. President Fry, I want to thank you so much for welcoming me here on today in our administration and to Temple University's beautiful Performing Arts Center. Thank you for being an essential part of my circle. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you. Listen, our purpose here today is to highlight our substantive work and accomplishments, working collaboratively and intergovernmentally during the second year of the Parker administration as we seek to execute on our vision of a safer, cleaner, and greener Philadelphia with access to economic opportunity for all. Now, I am here today to proudly report to all of you that the state of our city is strong and good, and we are moving in the right direction, Philadelphia. And just want you to stay with me. Let's go through some of the highlights from 2025. Now, I encourage everyone to read the full State of the City report. You'll learn much more about everything that we've done together this year. But I have to go back, and thank you, Chief Deputy Mayor Sincere Harris, because we can't talk about doing anything in the city without going back to those labor agreements. There can be no discussion of what the Parker administration achieved this year without talking about those historic contract agreements that we reached with our municipal union workforce in 2025. But before we do that, I do want to take this moment, and I know we said hello and we called out a few people. I want all of the city employees who are in the room, if you work for the city of Philadelphia, I just want you to stand right now. Just stand up no matter what you do. All city employees, I'm here as mayor, but these are the people. All of the work, the Parker administration, which you've seen highlighted in the videos and in the comments of the senior leaders on stage today, it's important for me to affirm that all of that gets done by the hardworking employees who serve our city. Give them another round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, we started the year showing how much we value our municipal workers by including $550 million in a labor reserve over our 5-year plan. Now, I want you to know that that is the largest sum ever. And then, through long, and it's important to affirm, yes, at times challenging negotiations, we reached 3-year agreements with ASME District Council 33 and District Council 47 in July, and we did have to endure an 8-day work stoppage. But guess what? Guess what we did? In true Philadelphia fashion, guess what we did? We got through it. It wasn't easy, but we all persevered together and we found common ground and we reached a fair and fiscally responsible agreement with both District Council 33 and 47. And I've got to state it for the record, that did include wage increases, bonuses, and other provisions to support all of the individuals who work so hard every day for the people of Philadelphia. And just for the record, I also need to affirm, because sometimes people become revisionist history tellers. I want to be clear that they were historic pay increases for our city workers, and it's the largest in one term from any Philadelphia mayor in over 30 years. Don't listen to what I say, Philadelphia. Watch what we do. And then in August, an arbitration panel issued an award between Lodge 5 of the Fraternal Order of Police and the city. Now it was a 2-year agreement that included wage increases, a bonus, and other important provisions for both the union and the city. And right now, we are still working hard to finalize contracts with the firefighters and the prison bargaining units, and I am confident that we will achieve that in 2026. Yes, I am. Why? Because we really do value every one of our municipal workers, and I believe that we have the best municipal workforce in the country. None of this hard and challenging work would have been possible without the tireless efforts, and you saw her earlier, our Chief Deputy Mayor, Sincere Harris, but our entire team. And somebody's going to notice when they leave here today, but Sincere called out the names of her team, and the mayor is calling out the names of the team. Cara Laney, Lauren Fox, and other city leaders, including the staff who participated. Carlton Williams, Candy Jones, Camille Duchesset, Vanessa Garrett Harley, Tiffany Thurman, Kat Land, Harry Hansen, Liz Mitchell, and others, Crystal Jacob Shipman. We're grateful for their service, but if anybody's wondering why you always hear me affirming the names of the people who are actually doing the work, because when you start from the bottom, and nobody gives you anything, where you have to prove proficiency and do the work to become the leader, you recognize the people who are on the ground doing the work. And I will never forget that that's who I am at my core. Cherelle Parker is a doer. My job is to get the work done. I don't care what title I have. There will never be anything that will allow me to forget that having this seat means we have to do the work, and I thank each and every one of you. Thank you. Joe Grace is having a heart attack. That wasn't part of the script. Let me get to public safety, y'all. With less than 2 weeks to go in 2025. Listen, you heard our commissioner say it, and this is important, and I did ask him over and over again, Commish, is this true? Is this true? He said, yes, Mayor. Philadelphia is approaching a 50-year historic low in homicides and shootings, and that decline, listen to this, because this is important, because somebody's going to leave here and say, well, wait, we're seeing a decline in homicides and violence across the nation in cities. This is what I need you to leave here with. I need you to know that historic low in homicides and shootings here in the city of Philadelphia, that decline is more significant compared with 20 other major U.S. cities. Why? This is important to note as well. This isn't idle rhetoric. This is data from the Pew Charitable Trust national experts, which analyzed data from major American cities and found that Philadelphia's rate of homicide reductions is outpacing 20 other major cities. And that's something we should be proud of. In addition to that, Pew analyzed, compared, and contrasted its findings from several polls that were conducted in both 2022 and 2025, and they found that Philadelphians are actually feeling safer now than they did when homicide rates were higher, and none of this is happening by accident. Yes, we're laser focused on our comprehensive public safety strategy that we employ, which centers on the PI, the prevention, intervention, and enforcement but it's coupled with, and this is important for us to affirm, close and daily collaboration between our Philadelphia Police Department and our Office of Public Safety and our community-based partners. That collaboration, it's achieving real and measurable results for public safety for our residents. And all of this is happening, this is important to affirm, while we continue to fund community-based violence prevention programs because they work. We invested $25 million this year in community-based programs, and you get to see the results. I need to ask them to stand. Now listen, Tiffany talked about me traveling and participating in all these mayoral networks with these different organizations, and everybody usually say, well, you know, Philly's mayor, she's a kind person. I say, well, yeah, I think I'm really nice. Until they start talking about my police commissioner and my school superintendent and how good they are, and then the Philly starts to come out of me to look, why are you talking about my police commissioner? Why are you mentioning my superintendent? I want our police commissioner, Kevin Bethel, and our chief public safety director, Adam Gear, to please stand up. Please stand. Give them a round of applause. Commish, one of the most important decisions that I made. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Adam Gear, watching the two of you as partners, I'm so proud. Thank you so very much. Clean and green. Now, we usually have a battle in the cabinet room because I don't know who gets the most rounds of applause. If it's the commissioner, like when we're meeting, you know, if it's Commissioner Bethel, but, you know, listen, Clean and Green Director Carlton Williams, they in the running. Our streets and our neighborhoods are getting cleaner and greener, block by block and day by day. And all of this is the hard work of our Office of Clean and Green Initiatives, our sanitation department, and our streets department, and numerous other agencies. All of it led to over 94,000 quality of life actions this year, and that's block and vacant lot cleanups, pothole repairs, and street cleaning. And listen to me, I'm so happy he said yes, because usually when I'm in ShopRite, y'all, or I'm in the cleaners, everybody wants to talk to me about clean and green, and I want you to know we have the best clean and green director possible, Carlton Williams. Give him a round of applause. Stand up. Crystal Jacobs Shipman, stand up. Kristen Del Rossi, our streets commissioner. We see you at work, and we're grateful for it. They're the people making it happen. Now listen, it is having an impact. How do you know? Twice a week trash collections are here, y'all. Give that a round of applause. And they'll continue growing across Philly, and I don't know where Councilmember Young is, but Councilmember Young, next stop, North Philly, we on the way. Twice a week trash pickup. Next, you all know this is my baby. Worked on it long before I became mayor of the city of Philadelphia. That's Taking Care of Business, or TCB. That's our neighborhood commercial cleaning program. And guess what? It reports a 50% reduction in litter along corridors cleaned by TCB contractors since 2022. Philadelphia, don't listen to what we say, watch what we do. Thank you, TCB. Next is access to economic opportunity for all. We are expanding access to economic opportunity for all. You heard it mentioned earlier today, our City College for Municipal Employment. When we talk about it, we call it CCME for short. It has opened academic opportunities and career pathways for more than 200 Philadelphians since it's opened its doors at the Community College of Philadelphia in 2024. Remember, I just arrived in 23. We had a budget in June, and we had it set up by January of 2024. All of this was about collaboration. The CCP, our Community College of Philadelphia, School District of Philadelphia, the City of Philadelphia, and Clancy and his team at Philly Works. All of us coming together This has led to CCME graduates getting connected to actual City of Philadelphia employment with good paying jobs, with benefits, and connecting pathways towards economic opportunity. And there's a graduate of CCME here with us today. I'm not sure where she is, but Connie Ford, lifelong Philadelphia. Connie, who completed CCME successfully. And guess what? Connie got hired by the Philadelphia Police Department's Human Resources team. Connie, we are grateful. CAO Camille Dusha say thank you, along with Carl DeFries and to Dr. Watlington. And listen, I'm not sure if she's here. Is Dr. Marshall here, CCP's new president? Give her a round of applause. Dr. Marshall, congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, for so long, especially thinking about economic opportunity, Philadelphia's been known, and listen, rightfully so, as like the home of eds and meds. And so our tremendous educational and medical institutions produce a multitude of jobs and opportunity for our residents. But there's so much more happening in terms of economic opportunity right now in our city, and we have to make sure that it's not overlooked. The first thing I want to make sure that you remember is Hanwha. Let me hear you all repeat after me and say Hanwha. Hanwha at the Navy Yard. Think shipbuilding and enormous economic opportunities for our workforce. Let me hear you say Drink Pack. Drink Pack, a new anchoring institution at the Bellwether District, and what that can mean for us here in jobs. And give Roberto a huge round of applause. He's amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you. And then I want you to think about our Jumpstart program at the Department of Commerce. This is important to affirm as we're talking about economic opportunity for all, because we're investing $38 million in small businesses to help them navigate changes to how the city's BERT tax is administered. And it is all essential because economic opportunity for all is a priority for the Parker administration, and it's only just begun. Give our economic opportunity team a round of applause. Commerce Department, Camille. Thank you all so much. The next issue is an issue that as I crisscross this city, people talk to me about quite often, and that's the issue of housing. And I just want to make it plain and say we need more housing in Philadelphia, and we need it now. Yes, we do. Listen, in March, I was very proud to send the largest and most ambitious housing plan ever achieved in the history of the city of Philadelphia to our partners in the City Council of Philadelphia for consideration. That was my $2 billion Housing Opportunities Made Easy plan, HOME for short. I didn't come up with the name, Andre DeVal, wherever you are. That's the author of the HOME program. Thank you so very much. Give Andre a huge round of applause. Listen, I need you to leave here knowing this. Our goal is bold and achievable. 30,000 units of housing built, restored, or repaired, but it's more than that. Thanks to our strong and growing intergovernmental partnership with the best leader in public housing in the country, Kelvin Jeremiah and the Philadelphia Housing Authority. When you add our shared goals, we're really talking about 50,000 units of housing for Philadelphians. PHA's plan, this is important to affirm, they envision 20,000 units of affordable housing for people who are at 30% of the AMI or lower. So when you add our home goal of 30,000 units with that 20,000, those are 50,000 units of housing, and we shouldn't have to leave any neighborhood behind. Thank you, Kelvin Jeremiah. Thank you for your leadership. They also been talking about you too when I'm talking to those mayors and their housing authorities, and I say, listen, he ain't going nowhere. Next, let me talk about what HOME does. HOME invests in proven housing programs that work, like Basic Systems Repair Program, or BSRP. And it is also creating exciting new programs, like the One Philly Mortgage Program, that will offer low mortgage rates with no private mortgage insurance and the opportunity for people to buy their first homes and put down roots right here in Philadelphia. The need for housing in Philadelphia is urgent, and we will succeed in executing on this historic program to help existing homeowners repair and restore their homes, new home buyers to put down roots here, and renters who need assistance across our city. Now, I just described for you 3 buckets. Why is this so important, Philadelphia? I want you to hear me. If you leave here with nothing, please hold on to this part. This one is really close to my heart. We're accustomed to hearing people say that Philadelphia is a city of neighborhoods, and we are. But we forget to say Philadelphia is a city of neighborhoods that are made up of row homes. 70% of Philly homes are row homes. Let me hear you say 70% of Philly homes are row homes. Listen to this, and 75% of them are over 50 years old. Wait a minute, 70% of the houses in the city of Philadelphia are row homes, and 75% of them are over 50 years old? Now you see why I am unapologetic about my campaign to save Philly row homes and save them now. Every neighborhood in the city, we have to think about saving our row homes. And why? Because we must serve and save as many of them as possible to help as many Philadelphians as possible and make sure that we are not leaving any Philadelphia behind. In addition to that, we've got to make sure we do this. We will not pit, and thank you, Chief of Staff Tiffany Thurman, I will not engage in any kind of politics that seeks to pit the have-nots against those who have just a little bit. We should try to help those people who go to work every day with 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, trying to make ends meet, and they're not rich. And we need to think about what it means to run their households on a daily basis. And you want me to tell you why we shouldn't tell them to wait? Because when I knocked on their doors and asked for their votes, and we're running for re-election, we don't ask them to wait. We ask them to come and vote. We ask them to participate. And now I'm going to say, I'm going to develop a plan where I'm not going to include you, but you have to wait. That's not who I am, and I won't do it. Every neighborhood, no matter your race, your class, your socioeconomic status, or your zip code, your religion, sexual orientation, or identity, we have to move all of our city forward. That's what One Philly, a united city, means to me. Angela Brooks, our Chief Housing and Urban Development Officer. Jesse Lawrence, our Director of Planning and Development. Everyone on their teams, all under the strong supervision of my Chief of Staff and my anchor, Tiffany Thurman, along with our partners in City Council, led by my brother and my friend. Yes, brothers and friends and families have disagreements sometimes. Y'all all right with that? It happens. But this council, led by my brother and friend, Council President Kenyatta Johnson, and all of the members of council who are present right now, and all of their leadership, we will work together to press forward together for the people of Philadelphia, and we won't let petty politics get in the way of us moving Philadelphia forward. Is that all right with each of you? Thank you. Now let me start with the next one. This is extremely important to me when I talk about public education. And many of you who are in the audience know public education is important to me because I am a certified secondary English teacher. I'm talking about Praxis Pass, NTE Pass English teacher. But somebody back there laughing, talking about you an English teacher, but you spell Eagles wrong. Don and Frank, you hear them? Even English teachers make mistakes, Philadelphia. Listen. On public education, I am proud. We are investing more in education because our children are our best hope for a brighter future for Philadelphia. Dr. Watlington and I, you can't make this up, when the young people from Gideon were performing, and I hadn't told him, but he said it when he sat down. In my mind, I was thinking, how do you even know you'll get the Philadanko or Ailey if you don't have that kind of experience as a child? And when he sat down, he and I were thinking the same thing. So what have we done to support public education? Did someone have to tell us that this was what we need to invest in? Absolutely not. In our first One Philly budget, we shifted almost $25 million in property tax revenue to the school district of Philadelphia. Our second 5-year plan shifts another $12 million starting in FY30. And for those of you who are saying, wait a minute, I remembered the promise that you made when you were on that campaign trail. You said you wanted to shift 3% of property tax revenues to our schools. Let me make this plain. I'm only coming up on my second year, and we've shifted 1.5% to our schools already. So we're well on our way to keeping our promise to our children here in Philadelphia. We now fund, and this is important, before and after school educational enrichment programs in 40 schools, both traditional publics and public charter schools, and our program called Extended Day, Extended Year. Listen to what we've done. We've invested $35 million with the school district of Philadelphia to implement EDEY citywide. So what does that mean? There are 12,000 extended day, extended year slots available for our children, and we will keep growing this program because all of the data shows it gives our children a chance to succeed in the future. When our kids have access to high quality educational or enrichment programs like extended day, extended year, listen to this, it enhances their ability and opportunities to succeed, just like these programs do when they're operating for children in the suburbs and in wealthier districts. Our kids deserve the same opportunities, and that's why I'm so proud of Extended Day, Extended Year, and what it's delivering to so many children in our city. Dr. Carrera, our Chief Education Officer, Sharon Ward, who is the best and one of the most reputable education policy analysts in our Commonwealth. Listen, thank you for all you do. And Dr. Tony Watlington, our amazing superintendent, Reginald Streeter, our board president, we deeply value our relationships with you. Please give them all a huge round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to get through this part, but I want to talk about Kensington. When you know what it's like to love someone who suffers from mental and behavioral health challenges and or addiction, Senator Street, it hits different. It means something different. I'm not talking about the research. I'm talking about when you hoping that you could love it out of somebody. If I just love them enough, hug them enough, touch them enough, tell them enough, and then it can all go away. But when you know that that's not the case, this issue means something different to you. So when I took office as your mayor in January of 2024, almost 24 months ago, I promised to do everything possible and use every tool in the toolbox to end the open air drug market in Kensington and work with the longtime residents to help restore a sense of dignity and pride back into their neighborhood once again, because it is, in fact, the place that the long-term residents call home. Well, I want you to know that we are not done yet, not by a long shot, and no one, and I'm not, my team is not standing here on today claiming victory, but you have to admit, I have to admit, that if you look closely along Kensington or Allegheny Avenues today, you might see something that has been in short supply for far too long. And that thing is called hope. Hope is there. You can't deny that hope is there. Even if they're mustard seeds, mustard seeds, seeds of hope, no matter how small, they're being planted right now. How do you know? Serious and violent crime is down dramatically in Kensington. Shootings are down 27%. Gunpoint robberies declined 47%. Listen, our police department seized over $4.6 million in narcotics this year, including $2.6 million in fentanyl. Listen, it's not just the numbers and the data, folks. It's the people. And in the Kensington Police District is police officers Mike Wagner and Gage Wright. Listen, walking the beat, engaging with the people who need help and access to care, and checking in on local businesses too. You know, I told them in my neighborhood, I have the most, well-known and well-respected community policing officers in the city. We had nicknames. Our guys were called M&M. That was Moody and Merchant, and they did Uptown, Cheltenham Avenue, Stanton Avenue. They took really good care of us. But these young guys are on the rise along with Rosario. Please give Deputy Commissioner Rosario a huge, huge round of applause. Rosario, we love you. We love you, Rosario. If he's not here, we love you. We love you. Yes, yes. But listen, Kensington's revival, and this is important to affirm too, it's about so much more than just policing. Thanks to the Office of Public Safety Director Adam Gear, we created an innovative neighborhood wellness court working closely with our Philadelphia judicial system and our judges, and we are giving people a chance to choose treatment in a path of wellness instead of incarceration. Director Gear, thank you. First Judicial District, thank you. And every intergovernmental partner that we're working with to create and operate the wellness court, thank you. We can't forget about First Deputy Director, Office of Public Safety, Evangela Manos. Evangela, where are you? Here, stand, give her a round of applause. Love you, thank you. And listen, you referenced her, and everybody in here knows her. But if you want to mention a name, you know, your name and your reputation walks in a room before you do. I know that sounds crazy, but it does. Let me tell you something. When you mention the name of Vanessa Garrett Harley Esquire, it comes with a certain heft and weft, and we would not have been able to get this off the ground without you. Give her a round of applause. And we're doing so much more. Wellness, wellness, wellness. I shared what my real life lived experience was. I said I wish somebody had loved my family members enough to give them access to an opportunity to create what I would only see on the commercials, usually when The Price is Right was on. And it would be an image of palm trees and sun and like some kind of dropping. You know how you hear the sounds in the background. Do you or someone you know suffer from substance use disorder? If so, call this number and you can get, and you just think, wow, is it that easy to get access to the help you need to battle this demon called addiction? If you have the right kind of health insurance or a bank account that will allow you to pay out of pocket to reach the palm trees and the sun. But what were we going to do here in Philadelphia? Said we're going to go to war with the status quo. And in January of this year, we opened Riverview Wellness Village, a comprehensive recovery facility built in just 90 days on the grounds of a former city nursing home in northeast Philadelphia alongside the Delaware River. They put posters up on Kensington Avenue that said, if you or someone you love suffers from addiction, a picture of me, ugly picture too. Mayor Cherelle L wants you to die. It wasn't just me. They did it to Ketsi Lozada. They did it to Mark Squilla. They did it to Council Member Driscoll, all because we had the nerve to say that we were going to go to war with the status quo and we were going to do something different in the community that, quite frankly, had suffered long enough. But listen, this is what I learned as mayor. No matter what ideas live in this big head of mine, I cannot operationalize them and implement them on my own. You have to have leadership who understands the assignment, who are committed to the vision, who are willing to take the slings, the arrows, the criticism, the ugly looks, the terrible social media posts. And this fell under the leadership of the best managing director, one of them that this city has ever had. That's my managing director, Adam Teal. And stand up, Teal. Stay standing. Every city worker and member of the building trades and organized labor who worked around the clock for weeks and months to get this done. Our public property team, where you at, Joe Brask? Is he here? No, he's Joe. Our deputy managing director. She's also like my therapist. And she's a trusted ear and a voice and one who I trust with my everything. And that's not easy for me. I've been working in government for far too long. I don't believe anything that anybody in politics says. I watch what they do. Crystal Yates Gale, I go to war with you anytime. And next, to the members of the City Council of Philadelphia, I know we'll have to agree, because especially as a district council person, no one is more important than the people we call to get our capital done. And I worked with her for many years as a member. Knew her when I was in Harrisburg. She was behind the scenes. But Councilmember O'Rourke, I watch who does the work. Even if they're not leading out front, who are the people who are doing the work? Aparna Palantino, our leader of capital programs, I see you. I saw you. I'm so proud of the work that you and your team have done to help us get Riverview up and going. Listen, in just 12 months, Riverview, and let me just acknowledge this before someone who says it, because this was what they said. I do want you to know, yes, it's a former nursing home, but you need to know that it's contiguous with what is our prison campus. Did you hear me? It's contiguous. It's right next door to our prison campus. So we're not denying where it's located. The only thing that they didn't say when they talked about, oh, she's criminalizing addiction because it's right next door to the prison, they didn't tell you about that multi-billion-dollar view of the Delaware River that private developers would have killed to get access to, that our people now get an opportunity to walk outside to help to clear their mind. Well, they did it. In 12 months, Riverview is doing what we always imagined and believed it could do, giving people a real chance to continue their recovery with mental and behavioral health treatment, job counseling, housing assistance, and everything they need to find a new opportunity and a chance to just really live once again. All in one place. There are over 200 people living in Riverview on a daily basis who are finding their way back to dignity and then into pain and suffering. And how are they doing it? One moment of care at a time. For me, this is what compassion looks like in the Parker administration. And this is what? It's action. But I want to affirm this. We are not the specialists. We're not doing any of this alone. If these partners are present, this is important because they even told us people wouldn't even respond to the RFPs to do the work. This is how negative folks can just, spew that energy into the air, but we were able to get it done. Mary Key, if you're here, stand up. Mary Key, my good friend, thank you, Mary Key, and Joe Martz. Where's my good friend and sister, Dr. Ayla Stanford of the Black Doctors Consortium? Thank you, Doc. Listen, if you wanted to see something, I want you to imagine what it's like to have someone to go see a primary care doctor, and they said that they can't even remember the last time a doctor touched them. They're getting primary care support right now. I want you to think about the Gaudenzia. Give it up for Gaudenzia. Gaudenzia. We are grateful. Senator Street, we were just together in the meeting at another location where Gaudenzia came up yesterday. Thank you all for your support. And then there's West, Warren E. Smith. Is Warren E. Smith? Give them a super huge round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are grateful for their partnership and collaboration. Well, listen, we have a model now, and we know that this model works. And we are going to employ that same model to attack problems associated with street homelessness in Philadelphia. Now, listen, we're going to use the same model. And I must say now, when we announce our plans for Riverview, MD O'Teal, how did you describe it? The plane, what did you say? We were building a plane while we were flying it. Well, he was flying it and building it at the same time, but there were so many people who said that it could not be done. Well, that same strategy we are now going to use to help us in street homelessness. And the same way that we said we want our people to come to Riverview, I want you to know that there is more that we should do, and we are not resting. So as Philadelphia continues, and this is important because you all know it because we see it, and I don't want anyone to think that as mayor I'm running away from it, because we will not. As Philadelphia continues to experience street homelessness across the city, the Parker administration is working with nonprofit service providers and health system leaders to go one step further in our proactive approach to expanding access to more shelter beds in our current ecosystem. This is what I want you all to know. And I saw Jeff here. Our partners in this next step, I want you to know it includes Jefferson Health System. I want Keith and Dom, please stand, please stand. Give them a round of applause. Oh, Kelvin, Jeremiah. Again, I know that Keith and Dom are here. Keith and Dom, and to Kelvin, I want you all to hear from me that you demonstrate the power of a true public-private partnership, and it is what we need right now. Say a special thank you to PHA and to Jeff. Thank you. Thank you. With what you just heard me affirm, you heard me mention Kelvin and PHA and Jefferson. Let me tell you what we are about to do. We will bring, I commit to you on this day as mayor of this city, that we will bring 1,000 new beds online this winter to help end street homelessness in Philadelphia. I promise this, Philadelphia. I'm not talking about what's here. I'm talking about 1,000 new beds to end street homelessness. And listen, we are calling this our One Philly plan to end street homelessness in Philadelphia. And we're not just focusing, because somebody's going to say, oh, they're just focusing on, this winter and the enhanced cold blue that we just experienced over the past week. We are seeking long-term solutions that will not only provide an expanded quality shelter system, but with more beds in safe, clean, and welcoming environments. And we know that this may be, for some folks, the first step that someone entering into a shelter also takes towards addiction treatment and mental and behavioral health and medical services. You've seen what's taking place at Riverview. It's working. We know that the same collaborative approach will help us get more people off the street and back into productive and stable living. We want to end street homelessness in Philadelphia, but this is what I need you to know. This effort is not being led by the mayor. The lady who made sure my language was correct. No, this is not just about being unhoused. That's not what our commitment is. This is not just about homelessness overall, because there are different levels to homelessness. If we're going to make a commitment, let's be very clear about telling the people of Philadelphia what we're actually committing to doing. And I said, what is that? She said, Mayor, we are working to end street homelessness in the city of Philadelphia. That's our head of our OHS, Office of Homeless Services. And guess what we're going to do right now? Y'all wasn't ready for this. This is the intermission. We are now going to sign an executive order right now, memorializing our administration's plan to end street homelessness in Philadelphia. This executive order now, this is Philadelphia's commitment to end street homelessness, and we're going to do it with public and private partnerships with these leaders here on today. We're going to wrap up. We want you to know this. The video clip that you just saw, those stats that were shared, they were about overall homelessness in the city. But the number of individuals who are living on the streets, meaning that they are not in shelters or couch surfing. I want you to remember this number. And members of City Council, you all will remember this because we're talking about our point in time count for earlier in the year. 1,178. 1,178. This is an important distinction because not everyone who is homeless is living on the streets. But just like the overall number of people experiencing homelessness is increasing, the number of people specifically experiencing street homelessness has also been increasing. And that's what we plan on attacking next, is street homelessness. So thank you all so very much. You heard me mention Cheryl. Where's Isabel McDevitt? Where are you, Isabel? Isabel, stand up. Give Isabel. Isabel is our leader at Riverview. She's under Crystal Yates Gale portfolio, and these are the leaders making it happen. Listen, we're going to close with this. 2026 is here. For most of this year, we've been preparing for Philadelphia's next big moment, hosting the nation and the world and celebrating America's 250th birthday, our semi-quincentennial. I'll give anybody $100 if they can say that 5 times in a row without messing up. We're investing over $120 million in our infrastructure to make sure Philadelphia is ready to greet millions of visitors, and in events and programs that will make sure every neighborhood is included in this moment in Philadelphia's history and in our country's history. All of our celebrations will be happening in every neighborhood in our city. Let me hear you say every neighborhood, not just Center City. That's right. The FIFA World Cup is coming here. The MLB All-Star Game. So many other exciting celebrations, large and small. And in fact, we cannot think of a more appropriate way to ring in 2026 than what we're going to do on Ben Franklin Parkway on New Year's Eve. Now, some of you may have heard about it already. And I know, here we go again. The city has never done anything like this before. I know. But how will we know if it'll work unless we try it? So LL Cool J is coming to Philly on this December 31st, along with DJ Jazzy Jeff and other hosts of other performers. Like, have you heard of Adam Blackstone? Has anybody ever heard of Dorothy? All right, well, you won't want to miss this, and it's all free, so we want you to join us on New Year's Eve on the Parkway with LL Cool J. What a better way to ring in 2026 in this incredible year that's going to happen right here in our city, the birthplace of democracy. Giselle Jones, our city rep, and listen, first time I think you've heard his name tonight is Michael Newmis here, our director of 2026. Michael Newmis. You had it rocking. You have it rocking. We're grateful for your leadership. And all of this is under the portfolio of Chief Deputy Mayor Vanessa Garrett Harley. So Philly, let's ring it on. Finally, Market East Revival. Market East Corridor is America's first commercial corridor. And it's going through many challenges and changes over the time. My administration has taken on the challenge of spearheading the Market East Revival from City Hall to the river. We formed the new public-private partnership with Market East Corridor Advisory Group that will help shape a new vision for the corridor. And I'm very proud, and I want to publicly thank Jerry Sweeney of Brandywine Realty Trust for agreeing to chair this effort for our administration. Thank you, Jerry Sweeney, along with the over 60 other external stakeholders along the Market East Corridor. We want it to be a strong and vibrant and inclusive corridor because that is critical to Philadelphia's economic and our cultural success. I do have to state for the record, for those of you who have been Philadelphians for a long time, who are saying there have been like 50 plans. Listen, this will not be a plan that gathers dust on the shelf. We've had 50 plus plans in 50 years. No more, I promise you that. We're going to work to get this done, okay? Market East, y'all. Give a round of applause for Market East. Let me just say to you, as we wrap up here, there's so many other important topics, and we can't go through them. Please read the reports. But I want to make sure that you scan. All right, okay, I can see it. It's called a QR code. Scan the QR code for the full State of the City report, or pick up your copy on the way out today and read it all the way through. We have an inaugural cultural master plan that's underway. That's Chief Cultural Officer's Val Gay, right? 14 arts and culture town halls held in the city neighborhoods, never done before. And we're about to have a statue commissioned to honor Philadelphia's own Dr. Sadie T.M. Alexander. The first black person to earn a PhD in economics and first black woman to practice law in Pennsylvania, and both of her degrees came from our Ivy League, the University of Pennsylvania. PHL Airport, our Department of Aviation has invested more than $500 million in capital projects at PHL International Airport to prepare for all of the national and international visitors that are coming to Philadelphia in 2026. But I couldn't believe it when they told me this. We expect 1 million passengers to come through our airport, and we're going to be ready. And guess what? We have cleaner bathrooms, y'all. Just go check them out in Terminals B and C. They're working on them right now. So I want to say I'm grateful to you, Atif Saeed, our airport CEO, and your entire team for everything that you do on a daily basis. To all of the folks working on the rebuilding of the public spaces, your efforts to complete these 13 more projects that invest and rebuild in public spaces across Philadelphia, rec centers, playgrounds, swimming pools, where our residents can thrive. Thank you. Aparna, I see you. And Kristen, we don't talk about this enough, but when you leave, promise me you're going to tell somebody about Philly Stat 360. Let me hear you say Philly Stat 360. I said when I was elected mayor in 2023 that I wanted people to have a government that they could see, touch, and feel. Well, Philly Stat 360, that's the personification of it. Give Kristen Bray, stand up, Kristen Bray, who also serves as the chief legal counsel to the mayor. Guess what you can do now? You don't have to take anybody's word for it. Philly Stat 360 is an easy-to-use online tool, not a data set that you put on and researchers use it and they know how to manipulate the data, but this is an easy online tool to track and learn about the wide array of city departments and the work that they are doing for our citizens on a daily basis and how you apply to receive those services as well. So you can come out and see, well, how's the city doing with filling potholes? How many trees have they planted so far? How are they servicing residents? How many business owners have received L&I permitting? None of that stuff is, in somebody's computer. You can actually see it for yourself and measure how we are doing. Legislative affairs. Is Rachel Meadows here? Or I don't know if she had to leave. Rachel Meadows, wherever you are. To Rachel and her team. Rachel is the head of our legislative affairs unit. The Policy and Fiscal Analysis Unit has officially published, listen to this, because Philly, you got on me about this as mayor, but this Policy and Fiscal Analysis Unit has officially published 76 fiscal notes as of this week. Now, what are fiscal notes? You might ask. Fiscal notes are this unbiased and objective analysis regarding the fiscal impact that legislation has on the city of Philadelphia's revenues and expenditures. And so we launched this website in April of 2025. This is a part of our effort to have a transparent, open, and accessible government. So you can see bills that City Council passes, which bills I sign into law, and how much all of this costs taxpayers. So if Council passes it and I signs it, you have a right to know how much it costs, and you can go right there to do it. This is the final topic, and we grappled with this, but I need to say it. Last year at our first State of the City, I thanked our entire federal congressional delegation for their collaboration and strong support in getting $1 billion in federal funds dedicated to Philadelphia. And when you heard me mention it, I talked about this being the power of intergovernmental collaboration. And I said then, and I'll say it now, it's the hallmark of how the Parker administration does business. I want to make sure that I specifically thank our U.S. senators for Pennsylvania, U.S. Senator Dave McCormick, along with U.S. Senator John Fetterman. Give them both a huge round of applause. And to our Congress members, Dwight Evans, Brendan Boyle, and Mary Gay Scanlon, give them a round of applause for all of their work. And finally, our governor. You know the trials and tribulations that we went through with mass transit and SEPTA and every crisis that we've ever had here in the city of Philadelphia. We've been able to count on our governor, the governor who gets stuff done in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro. Let's give him a huge, huge round of applause. And all the leaders in the General Assembly for everything that they do. You forget the Speaker. The Speaker McClinton is from Philadelphia. Majority Leader Bradford. Appropriations Chairman, our Philadelphian, Harris and Hughes, and Senator Pecosi is here, as well as every member of the delegation. Now I want everybody to put one finger in the air with me. Keep it up, because we're being recorded. Listen, the people of Philadelphia elected me to do a job to be the mayor of this city, and I'm not going to allow my pride, ego, and/or emotions to get in the way I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And that is unifying our city to make sure we're one Philly, a united city. So I want you all to repeat after me. Let me hear you say one Philly, a united city. They act like they come from a country club, y'all. Put y'all ones in the air. Let me hear you all say one Philly, a united city. Listen, I don't promise perfection. I'm so glad that I never have. But we're going to be our authentic and genuine selves and do the best we can with what we have. And we don't want you to simply listen to what we say. We want you to watch what we do. Thank you, Philadelphia.